Yo, what's good, trainers? Welcome back. We're going to be playing some games on PTCGO, seeing how many games we can win with the Rider Arceus deck that I took to Salt Lake City Regionals. If you cannot tell that I love this song, I also used it in last week. It's so good. So good. Pokemon Legends Arceus, they gave us some real bangers. Okay, so here's the list. It's a lot. If you haven't checked out the deck profile video, go check it out now. I'll put a link up there. Go check it out. I talk about some of the counts because there are some wonky counts, I'm not gonna lie. Shopping Center, Shauna, Flannery, Piers. Where's Piers? Oh, Piers is in here? Oh, hold on. Let me fix everything. Okay, there we go. Piers is added. Unfortunately, we don't have the pretty full art. Anyways, yeah, there's some crazy counts in here. So I wanted to show off the deck a little bit more, show you guys how it works, some of the lines of play that it has, because this deck is kind of cool in that you can play it as a Rider Arceus deck in most of your games. I mean, most of your games, that's how you're going to play it, taking advantage of Underworld Door and Trinity Nova and Max Geist and whatnot. But against Fusion, you don't really... I mean, you still use Arceus, and you still use Shadow Rider. Well, you don't really use the VMAX. You rely on the baby Shadow Rider Calyrex and Yveltal. So it plays really differently, and so I wanted to show that off, see if we can get some good games in here. So I called it Frick Mew because the whole point of this deck was to counter Mew. Frick Mew, honestly. It didn't get any spots in the top 8 of Salt Lake Regionals, which is kind of insane because there was 32 of it in day 2. And when you think about like the size, I mean, day 2s have gotten much bigger since previous regionals that we've had. I think we had like 72 players in day 2, but 32 people, that's how many people usually got to day 2 in the past. Day 2 was usually 32 people, so that's an entire day 2 worth of Mew that we had in the actual day 2 of Salt Lake City Regionals. Okay, so we get an RCSV. This hand, I'm not gonna lie, isn't great, but we have a quick ball, so that's kind of fine. The whole engine of this deck is, ooh, and we're going against Jolteon, okay. That might be bad, especially going second. The whole engine of this deck is we can get Lumineon V to search out for Adventure's Discovery, grab an RCSV, an RCSV Star, a Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Okay, so let's see what we can do on this first turn. We actually really want the Trinity charge, so I might go for a Piers potentially here. But then I guess we're dead. Our hand's dead because I could Quick Ball for a Shadow Rider, Quick Ball for a Lumineon, grab Piers, grab an Yveltal, grab a Double Turbo. But that doesn't really leave us with a whole lot of options next turn. I'm definitely going to Quick Ball this Clara away. And I think, first and foremost, we need to grab this Lumineon. We do have Crobat in the deck, which is very nice, actually. So what I think I'm going to do is actually grab a Lumineon. I think we're going to go for an Adventure's Discovery. We just... Against Jolteon, we basically just need to set up as quickly as possible because we want to get... Let's make sure Collapse Stadium is in here, too. We want as many Pokemon on our bench so that way Collapse Stadium can remove the damaged ones. So we're going to grab Adventure's Discovery. Grab... I think we just fill up our bench here because we want... I'm going to try and draw cards with Crobat, see if we can get a Double Turbo. So let's grab a Crobat, grab another RCSV, and grab a Shadow Rider Calyrex. So then grabbing these, we can play the Shadow Rider Calyrex down, play the RCSV, put in Air Balloon, I guess, on here, a Choice Belt on the Shadow Rider Calyrex V, Quick Ball away a Psychic Energy. We can even grab something else, like another Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Sure, let's do it. And then Crobat. So as you can see, like, already our bench is full. Oh, that was very bad. It's a really bad dark asset. That's not great. I kind of want to prevent a Path to the Peak from coming into play. So I almost want to Shadow Mist, I think, here. So I can Shadow Mist. Might take 100 damage, but I might stop a Path to the Peak, which would be huge. And then I can play Shopping Center to actually put the Air Balloon onto this Shadow Rider Calyrex V. So let's do that. Retreat over here. We'll wait to play the Shopping Center till next turn, and we'll Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist OP! I guess we actually could have played the shopping center now since we're locking stadiums anyways. Play the shopping center, bring the air balloon. We don't want to bring the air balloon back to the hand in case we get Marnie. But I guess we still could have played the shopping center to play around Marnie. Okay, let's see how much damage is done here. Luminion's weak against lightning, which is really bad. We could just KO this. KO Crobat. Oh, God. Yeah, that's actually not great if that happens. Our hand is really bad. One nice thing about this deck, which we get Marnie, thank God. One nice thing about this deck is we play 10 Psychic Energies and 4 Double Turbos, so we're usually not missing the turn 1 attachment on Arceus. However, Trinity Nova thins the deck of all of the Psychic Energies, so you also don't like brick too much. It's pretty nice. Ooh, we are gonna get Max Thunder Rumbled, and our hand is not great, and we don't have the shopping center. We do have a collapsed stadium, which is actually really nice. But we are gonna die. Ooh, this is kind of bad. We have to Piers here. Piers is not going to do a whole lot for us. Grab it. We do have Galarian Zapdos available to us, but it's actually prized. So, never mind. I think we grab another Double Turbo, I guess, and Yveltal in the deck. Play this Collapse Stadium, so that way we get rid of the Crobat. I think we just need to sacrifice the Shadow Rider Calyrex V in the active. Put a Double Turbo. Let's see. We're going to do 10. We'll be at 20, so 280 left. Yeah, that's... we're not hitting that for a while. Let's put a Double Turbo here, and I think we're just going to Shadow Mist again. Now, one thing we could have done last turn was instead of attaching the Psychic Energy to the baby Shadow Rider Calyrex, we could have attached it to the Arceus V on the bench and just, like, not attacked. But my hand was so dead, and I was scared of the Path to the Peak. If we got Path to the Peak there, we did... I mean, I guess we had Shopping Center, but if we got Path to the Peak there, it's really bad. I mean, we don't get our V-Star ability. We don't get our V-Max abilities. It's not great. So I kind of wanted to play around that and stop that from happening. I was also hoping to maybe stop a Max Thunder Rumble since he can't attach special energies, but the Elemental Badge made it pretty easy for them anyways. Okay, looks like we are going to die here. We do... So one saving grace is probably going to be this Charon's Care that we play. But this is getting a little scary because he's going to take a knockout here. Next turn, going to take a knockout on Luminion V. We already used our Collapse Stadium. Oh, is it not? Oh, he's not going to... Oh, okay, I see. He's going for the win next turn. So by bossing up this Luminion V, we can then kill this if we don't get the VMAX. And our hand's really bad, so... Yeah, we did get the VMAX. Okay, Underworld Door. Let's see what we get. Give us some good cards. We get a Charon's Care. That is not really enough. This is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. Not gonna lie. We missed the V-Star. I think we just have to Power Edge. Yeah, I mean, how do we win this? This is not great. Doing 90 with Power Edge. Get to Charon's Care, that's not great. If there's another VMAX, there's no way we can win. Let's find out. I'm living in suspense. Okay, there's the quick shooting. Okay, whatever. Shady Dealings, they have such a big hand. I can't imagine they don't just have it. Just boss the Luminion, put 100 on this. Grab the VMAX. Alright, let's... Wait. Ban of Waves and Path to the Peak. What? You just have everything? He's just grabbing even more? That could totally be the case. Oh, God. Alright, you know what? No, we're gonna see if we can win. I'm a Pokemon player. Gosh darn it. Oh, okay, that's interesting. If we top deck a Marnie, That's not right. And it's so sad because we only have double turbos in our hand. Trinity Nova is doing 160 and not killing. Actually, even doing 180 would not kill. Yeah, there's no way we can. We'd have to kill the Jolteon VMAX, and there's no way. All right, well, let's try again. I don't think that's a bad matchup. I think we just got some kind of awkward hands. Let's see if we can draw a little bit better this time. Yeah, we whiffing the V-Star that turn was really bad. This deck does not like to get Marnied, that's for sure, especially early in the game. Especially if it's paired with Path to the Peak. But luckily, I mean, we have 5 outs to Path to the Peak counters. We have 3 stadiums as well as 2 Flannery. The cool thing about Flannery is that it gets rid of the stadium, so you can get rid of Path to the Peak. I'm going to actually go second. I like going second with this deck a lot. Because you can Trinity Charge, you can Adventurous Discovery, and of course we get to go back. So, cool. Perfect. Alright, so we have actually a decent hand here. We're not going to get any sort of turn 1 attachment, but... Ooh, a Charizard deck. Okay. I do not know how this is going to go. Okay, so we can at least Quick Ball for Lumineon for Adventurous Discovery, get a turn 1 attachment, have the evolutions for next turn, and Shauna for next turn. Okay, we see the Battle VIP pass. Yeah, the Crobat start was a little unfortunate. We have 3 Arceus, 3 Shadow Riders, 2 Eviltal, and then 1 Crobat, 1 Lumineon. So we have 2 out of, what, 10 approximately basic Pokemon. So about a 20% chance to start Crobat or Lumineon, which is one thing that I actually didn't like about the deck. Were those odds. I wanted to add a little bit more basic Pokemon, but there wasn't enough room. And Crobat and Lumineon were both so good. I didn't want to cut either of them. Okay, we'll get rid of the Flannery here. Grab a Lumineon. Adventurous Discovery's in the deck. Perfect. Oh yeah, last game our Galarian Zapdos was prized too. I don't think that would have made a huge difference, but it would have been nice, that's for sure. Okay, search for Supporter card. Grab Adventurous Discovery. So luckily we're against this Charizard deck, which takes a little bit of time to set up. We're going to grab an Arceus V. We're going to grab Shadow Rider Calyrex V. I think we're going to grab 2 Arceus. Yeah. We're definitely going to want to use Charon's Care this game. I should have checked if that was priced too. Do that and attach a Psychic here. Cool. We done. Yeah, we're definitely going to want to use Charon's Care since Charizard, it's the one with that does more damage based on how many Leons you have in the discard pile, I presume. They're not usually getting the one shot, especially if they prize any of their Leon. And so they might be getting the one shot on Arceus V-Star. But regardless, they're probably not going to get the one shot early on in the game anyway. So that opens up my opportunity to use a Charon's Care on my Arceus V. Pick up the Arceus V, remove all of that damage, take away the option of my opponent getting 2 prize cards, as well as putting the Psychic Energies in my hand to use with Underworld Door, and then swinging for a bunch of damage with Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. And so that's my plan. I'm sticking to it. We'll see. This deck ran super smoothly for Utah Regionals. It was actually so nice. I just had a couple crucial misplays that unfortunately kept me from day 2. I was 4-1-1 at some point, and then, you know, things happen, and it went downhill from there. But honestly, I don't think it was the deck's fault. There was a couple things I think I could have changed about the deck. I want to add Crushing Hammers, but again, that's going to give you a little bit more dead hands if you add those. But I think it makes some of your horror matchups a little bit better. Ooh, Magma Basin. That's kind of cool. Okay, so this does 100 plus 50 for every Leon. So it needs a Choice Belt and all 4 Leon in the discard to one-shot a Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. So we'll do this here. Arceus V-Star. Go ahead and Underworld Door. See what we can get. Okay, we got the Air Balloon and the Double Turbo. That's so good. We could have just V-Starred for those, but Now we don't have to V-Star. That's really, really nice. Cool. So I think, do I want a quick ball? Yeah, I might. Oh, our Crobat's here. Okay, yeah, let's quick ball for another Shadow Rider Calyrex, actually. Cool. We're on our way. We're getting so set up. Okay, and then we'll Trinity Nova. Sick. And we'll just attach 3 Psychic Energies. Let's do 1 here. Do I want to do 3? No, I don't want to do 3 here. Let's do one there. I'm actually just gonna spread them out, I think. How much HP does this have? 170? Yeah, so even with a double turbo, we're knocking that out. So I don't really care if I attach a double turbo to Arceus V-Star. It's not like Torterra that has 190. I tested that matchup a couple times. Actually, I have another video. Arceus versus Torterra. And your double turbo attachments actually did matter. Because if you're doing 180, Choice Belt doesn't help you. You're not killing a Torterra. Looks like my opponent's struggling a little bit. Let's see if the Battle Sense can help him out. The problem with Battle Sense is you have to discard the other cards. I mean, you get 1 in your hand, but look at that. He had to throw away a rare candy and an ordinary rod. I mean, that sucks. Okay, a Leon in the discard. Oof. Okay, so he's doing 200 damage now. This is where we're going to want the Charon's Care. And now I'm wishing that I checked if it was in my prizes or not. Okay, Royal Blaze for 200. Quick Ball, we can search the deck and see if it's in there, but I think I'm just going to Underworld Door regardless. So let's Underworld Door, put it on the VMAX. Okay, we did not get it, so we're going to have to... I don't really want a Marnie either. I think I'm okay with just letting them take the knockout here. I'll probably put an Air Balloon on here just to save it. Probably doesn't play Tool Scrap or anything like that. Let's go ahead and I'm just gonna thin the deck, I think, a little bit. Quick Ball, we'll grab an Yveltal, I guess. Sure. Yveltal, we'll save this for Underworld Door for next turn. And yeah, we can attach a double turbo here. Trying to see if... No, Astral Barrage is not relevant here, unfortunately. And we'll go ahead... Oh, we could Starburst. Yeah, let's do that. I totally forgot we could Starburst. I'm so used to using it on, like, turn 2. I forgot we actually just had it. Okay, cool. So we get to Charon, which is actually going to be huge. That's so good for us here. Well, Charon... Even Collapse Stadium, that might be... we're taking a knockout, so I guess we don't have to. Grab another Shadow Rider Calyrex next. Why not? Just be totally set up and draw even more cards. Shadow Rider Calyrex V. We're going to Underworld Door before we pick it up. Doesn't really matter, but... Okay, see what we get. Alright, and then Charon's Care. Let's go. Alright, so this is how the deck is supposed to function. Is just have... everything. I mean, you have the V-Star ability, you have Underworld Door. Like, this is nuts. It's absolutely insane. I just had access to my entire deck, basically. If I didn't get it off the Underworld Door, I can get it off the V-Star ability. And then you just always do lots of damage with Max Geist because you have Arceus and 10 Psychic Energy. You just are always Trinity Novaing for energy. That's one thing I didn't like about Arceus decks, like Arceus Inteleon, for example. You only have 6 water energy, and so you Trinity Nova twice, even once sometimes, and you're like, okay, I guess I don't have any more energy. I guess Trinity Nova is now not as good of an attack as it should be. So that was one thing I didn't like about Arceus Inteleon. I still think I think it's a strong deck. I think it'll eventually be phased out a little bit. I mean, the raw consistency is just really, really good, obviously. But I think people will eventually, like the format will develop in a way that eventually it'll just like get overpowered. I think because it's kind of a one-trick pony, right? Okay, let's see what we have here. So we're gonna get the knockout here. We can attack with the benched Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX now. See, and this is what I'm talking about. This deck just has so many options. And granted, my opponent's dead drawing, but we're still gonna play correctly in our deck. Ultra Ball. We're not gonna need Piers. Screw that guy. Just kidding. Piers is very, very good against the fusion matchup. Okay, we'll just retreat. Another double turbo here. And Max Geist. Look at it. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful thing. Just swinging for insane amounts of damage with Shadow Rider Calyrex. I mean, this is what Shadow Rider Calyrex used to do when it first came out, right? You just get 4 into play. Granted, I don't have 4 in play. I only have 2. You just get 4 into play. You use Underworld Door a bunch to spew energy onto your board. And then you can play Tex because of the consistency that Underworld Door brought to your deck. And now Arceus is honestly just a perfect pair. I mean, you get even more consistency. You can play the Tex that you want. Obviously, I have tons of Tex in here. You can grab them with Starbirth, whatever. And then Trinity Nova and Trinity Charge, both are insane. Even to the point where I don't mind going second, because then I can Trinity Charge with my baby Arceus V. It's insane. It's so good. Oh my god, are we going to get flared for 60? Please do it. If he... I was going to say, if they, like... I guess they couldn't boss after they Leon'd. If they, like, brought up the benched Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX and killed it with Charmander. It'd be kind of funny. Choice Belt, Flare, Leon. Alright, so that's how the deck is supposed to go. I kind of want to play one more. Why not? I got time. Let's see if we can go against Fusion, so I can demonstrate how the Fusion matchup works. Because I think that's probably the most interesting. I wanted to build a deck that could counter Fusion, but also not lose to everything else. And that was very difficult, which is why I only had a couple of days before the tournament to where I finally got this list to where I wanted it to be. Started off with Shadow Rider Calyrex Inteleon, and just a 2/2 Arceus line. But after Inteleon just took up so much room, there was literally no space in the deck. Maybe if I had a 100 card deck, I could find space for it. But if with just 60 cards, I was like, there's no way. This is too hard. Okay, we're gonna play correctly and only play the active Pokemon. There is no reason to play this second Arceus V until it's my turn. And we're going against Leafeon? That's not Fusion. Aromatic Energy, why? Why would you possibly play that card? It is not worth the risk of getting Fan of Waves. Especially when Fusion is so popular and Fan of Waves is a good counter to it. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Opponent basically a mulligan. Sure. Nope. Oh, are we going against Decidueye? We have Astral Barrage. We have Eviltal. I don't think Eviltal's going to do much. Oh, is the Aromatic Energy for against Wheezing, I guess? Okay, fine, I guess. I guess that's kind of cool. Okay, Astral Barrage can KO Rowlet, so I think Marnieing my first turn is going to be very good. As well as getting an energy attachment down on a Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Because if we can Marnie, keep them from the Rare Candy Decidueye, and then Astral Barrage, that'll be really good. So let's Ultra Ball, get rid of the Piers. We'll get rid of the Research also. Do I want to get rid of the other Ultra Ball? No, here, let's do this, actually. Ultra Ball those. I guess that doesn't work. I was going to say let's grab something we don't mind discarding. We have another Arceus V-Star in here. We do. That limits our own abilities of getting it. I'd rather Crobat for a lot. Okay, let's grab the Zapdos because we don't care about that. Ultra Ball those away. Okay, we'll grab the Shadow Rider Calyrex V. This we want to get an energy on here and Marnie. Is the game plan. Okay. We can even Trinity Charge here, which is even better. Because then we'll have 2 options. So we'll double turbo here, and then we don't need the double turbo on the Shadow Rider Calyx V the turn after. Oh. So that can happen sometimes in the early turns. Oh, that's not great. I think we're gonna pal pad these back in so we can get a little bit more better odds of drawing a supporter next turn. Okay, and we'll Trinity Charge. This also gives us the ability. Let's put one here. I think I'm just gonna put. Do I care about putting the Psychic here? We have a billion in our hands. I'm gonna put it here, I guess, just in case. Just in case what? I'll put it just in case we get bossed up. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. But we have it in hand. We could get Marnie, I guess, and whiff. That would be kind of sad, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's okay to spread them like this. Anyways. Yeah, if we can... So we can retreat next turn in Astral Barrage and hope they don't have the Rare Candy Decidueye. I think if we get Astral Barrage before they get a Decidueye up, we just win. And you just gatekeep all the Rowlets. Okay, they did get a Dartrix. That kind of sucks. We can Power Edge for a knockout. Okay, we can Power Edge for a knockout. Sure. Don't see any reason to do anything else. Not going to Transcare. I don't really see how my opponent comes back from this. That's kind of sad. Adventurous Discovery, that's so good. Adventurous Discovery is broken in this deck. I get to get V-Star, V-Max, V-Star. It's so good. And Luminion if I wanted to. It's amazing. It's such a good card. Okay, let's do one more because that was thing. Play. Let me play. Let me play. I've been playing some Pokemon TCG Live. And I didn't think it could get worse than PTSG. It did in a little bit. It's just so hard to play. It's not. Hey, we're going against Isaiah Bradner. Let's go. I know that guy. Unless it's not just not him. That could be possible also. I'm gonna go second. You know what? Tried and true. We're gonna Adventurous Discovery. We're gonna do all the cool things. Man, if we had a Quick Ball or a Double Turbo, this would be a really good hand. Is he gonna be playing Arceus Inteleon? All right, we're gonna focus here. Focus time. Okay, this hand's, I'm not gonna lie, not great. We might just have to Marnie. Yeah, he's playing Arceus Inteleon, it looks like. Arceus, yeah, blah blah blah. So one bad thing about going second. Oh, we get the Quick Ball. Okay, wait, that changes things. That actually changes a lot of things. I think we're going to Quick Ball, discard the Marnie. Discard the Marnie. Grab. Oh no, Luminion's prized. Oh no. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, maybe. What should we do then? That means we can't grab the Piers either. Crobat's not going to do much for us. I should not have gotten rid of the Marnie. I think I'm just going to grab another RCSV because if we get killed, that's really bad. Okay, another RCSV. We have Clara, so I don't totally mind researching these away. Yeah, I think we research. It kind of hurts, but let's go for it. Oh, and we whiff the energy. We have to Crobat. We just have to Crobat. Quick Ball. Okay, I kind of want to save the Adventurous Discovery. Quick Ball the boss's orders away. We'll grab a Shadow Rider Calyx V. I want to save the Adventurous Discovery, so let's Quick Ball the switch away. Grab the Crobat. If we don't get the energy off of this, that's really bad. now we get a double turbo here. And we can Trinity Charge. And then as long as, actually, even if we get pathed, we have the Clap Stadium. So we get Trinity Charge for 1, 2, 3 Psychic Energies. Let's put, I think I want 3 on here. I don't care about attacking with the Shadow Rider Calyx VMAX, or the V just yet. Let's do that. Okay, put all 3 on the Arceus. This is also harder to KO for an Arceus V-Star on turn 2, since if they use the double turbo, the max they can get is 210, unless they have Galarian Zigzagoon, and we have 220. So, but the baby Shadow Rider Calyx V has 210. Okay, Scoop Up Net. This baby Moltres is very bad for us, especially since now they're going to get the V-Star ability as well. So we're going to have to rely on our Arceuses a lot because of that gosh darn baby Moltres. As long as we can get a big one-hit knockout with the VMAX, I think that'll put us in a good position, but not if this Moltres is up. If we can actually bring this up and KO it and then have the VMAX ready, I think that will put us in a good spot. Okay, he has Training Court. Oh, that's right. I don't think this deck plays Path to the Peak. I think it just plays Training Court. Does take a knockout, which is kind of really bad. So he did have the Galarian Zigzagoon, like I talked about. I just put 2 more. Fighting and Lightning. Okay, so this is a toolbox deck. Has the B-Barrel. The Clap Stadium is honestly hurting me more than him, I think. I do get to Adventurer's Discovery. Okay, we're going to promote this. There's no way we're taking a knockout this turn, that's for sure. What do we have in here? We have a Psychic in here, right? Okay, that's good. We definitely, I think, need to Adventurer's Discovery. Adventurer's Discovery. I want a VMAX, I want a V-Star, and we'll grab a baby Shadow Rider. Okay, so we'll Arceus V-Star. Play this guy down. This. Gonna Underworld Door onto the VMAX. Okay, we get a Flannery. We cannot play it. Unfortunate that he killed that Arceus because the other one's prized. Yeah, there's no way we die next turn, and I'm kind of hesitant to play this Clap Stadium because that opens up a Galarian Zapdos coming down, and I have a lot of Pokemon V in play. So I think we're just going to honestly save this for an Underworld Door next turn because I want the Transcarab. I guess we could always Starbirth. He doesn't have another Arceus down, which is actually very good for us. This is tricky. Okay, let's use Training Court, put that in our hand. We'll attach one down here, and then we'll not gonna use Starbirth quite yet. This Psychic there. The Fighting Energy quite literally doesn't matter. We'll put it there. And we'll put a Fighting Energy here. Who cares? At least powers up for Max Geist, I suppose. Okay, so now we're going to get hit for 230. This Moltres is very scary. There's a boss. That's interesting. Okay, to kill the baby Calyrex. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But now we get to take a knockout on this Arceus V-Star with an Arceus. So now we can Marnie. But then we kind of just have to hope that they don't have a boss, which is unfortunate. So this is also where the matchup can go a little downhill, is when you go second and your baby Pokemon V kind of just get run down by your opponent using boss a bunch. That's... Oh, okay. It's putting these energies on the Arceus so that way they go into the discard pile so they can get so he can get them back with Clara for the baby Moltres, which is kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Okay, so we're gonna Marnie. We're gonna collapse Stadium. Let's put an Evil down just to thin the deck. Underworld Door onto the VMAX. We're not going to play this Baby Shadow Rider V down, even though we have the Crobat. Let's go ahead and attach here. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to attack with. These Baby Moltres are problematic. Yeah, I don't want to put down this Baby Calyrex V because he can KO that so easily with Moltres. And then it's literally just a boss and lose. Okay, that, and then we'll Marnie. We also still have our V-Star ability available to us. Okay. I wasn't expecting such an intense game as my last game. Okay, we're going to get hit by this. I think we're in an okay spot. We're not going to die here. We just kind of have to keep him off this Moltres. But the Zapdos is kind of scary, I'm not going to lie. We could very easily lose here. Because this deck just has so many surprises. So, like, okay, I thought that was going to be a Shady Dealings until Okay, quick shooting. Makes sense. I was going to say, this deck just has so many surprises. Ultra Ball. Okay, he's going to Industrious Incisors for a lot. Drizzile. Interesting, okay. Industrious Incisors before the Drizzile, that makes sense. See what you get off of the Industrious Incisors before you Shady Dealings and search for something. So you could just search for the other piece that you need. So probably searching for the Stadium if you didn't get it off of the Industrious Incisors. Okay, Raihan. Okay. I mean, that's not terribly bad. We're going to get hit for not a lot. I do kind of want a Marnie. But all the Marnies are in the deck. And Luminion is still prized. That's another thing that hurt us, too, is the Luminion being prized. Yep, not getting the Luminion kind of sucks. A Raikou? Excuse me? Okay, I was not expecting that. Handicap and Toughness. We also have 2 Psychic Energies prized. Which kind of blows. I'm not gonna lie. We did get an Arceus V, which is very good for us. Interesting. I did a bad job of playing around the Raikou. Does get to Industrious Incisors here. I kind of want to kill that V-Barrel. I get the V-Star ability. I can grab a boss. I think I'm going to Palpad. Yeah, I'm going to Palpad a boss, and ooh, I could get a Transcare too. Yeah, I'm going to put Transcare back in there. That could be wrong. But I think that could be worth it. Okay, then we're going to V-Star ability. Grab a boss. Training Court. I kind of want to bump this Training Court as well. I don't care if this Moltres hits me for another 120. And then I'll have the... I won't have the chance if I don't bump. How much is Raikou doing? Kind of a lot. Raikou's doing a lot. Enough to kill me. So I think I need to bump it. Is there a belt? No. Grab a shopping center. We won't have the Transcare, but I think we just need to bump this. Okay, we're gonna boss the V-Barrel. I'm gonna shopping center the air balloon. Yeah, if he gets another, let's see, is the fighting energy in here? It is. Okay, the shopping center, the air balloon, and then we will Trinity Nova. If he gets another training court down, we can training court for the fighting energy. No, there's not enough Pokemon V in play to use the Zapdos, unfortunately. Fire Wrath. We die. Oh, that's just... I'm just dumb. Gosh dang it. See, sometimes I get wrapped up in my head too much. Misplace. Anyways, that was kind of a tough game. I had to think a lot. There's so many options for the game. Like, it's kind of insane. I guess even if we retreated, I think we were in a tough spot regardless. If we killed the active Moltres, there's just a lot of things to think about, you know? If we killed the active Moltres, then Training Court Lightning Energy would have won the game. So I guess the best thing to do would have been to retreat to the Shadow Rider VMAX, KO the Moltres. But then he still gets Industrious Incisors, and has... Could just get Boss. That would have been the correct thing to do. But that was tough. That was tough. There was a lot of things to think about, especially in this deck. I mean, you have so many options. I wanted to get the Transcare. I wanted to get the Stadium. So much stuff I wanted to do. But just slight oversight. Forgetting that taking a prize will make Moltres do more damage. Ah! All right. Well, that's why we practice. Hopefully you guys got to see like what the deck looks like, how it plays. It's a very cool deck. Honestly, go try it out yourself. It's super fun to play. Very hard to play. I'm not gonna lie. There's just so many options. There's so many options. You have to think about what your opponent's going to do, the counters that you have to what your opponent's going to do. And so I definitely need to playtest more, obviously, with the deck to see all of the options that I could do and see what the best path to victory is. Just because you have so many options, you have to think a lot and weigh everything. So, anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Wish we could have got a win on that last one, but made a little bit of a mistake. But it was looking kind of bad anyways. Lumineon being prized is pretty tough, but pretty cool that we went against somebody who's pretty good. So, anyways, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe, please, if you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.